Hello, good afternoon, dear students, and namaste everyone. Welcome to Rusi Online Virtual Class. I am P.D. Lamaglam, and I am a teacher of Sri Gautamnath Basic School, which is located at Rusi Rural Municipality 7, Raghuchaur. Today I am here to teach you English subject of class 6. My dear students, brothers and sisters, today we are going to learn a grammar lesson about prepositions. I hope you have studied the general concept of prepositions while you were in class 5. And today also we are going to study about the prepositions. My dear students, dear sisters and brothers, at first let me write how to match of the word preposition. Okay, preposition is made up of two words, pre plus position. Pre plus position. Pre means before and position means place or location. What I said? The meaning of the word pre is before and the position means place or location. That means exact place or location. And now it can be said that the word preposition is the combination of two words, pre and position. Right? Okay? Okay. Now let's discuss about the preposition. What is the preposition? Do you know what is the preposition? Okay. A preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun or pronoun to show the exact place, position, method or time. And it shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun or some other words or elements in the sentence. Got it? Alright. Dear students, today we are going to study especially two kinds of prepositions. They are preposition of place and the preposition of motion. Okay? Preposition of place and the preposition of motion. Dear brothers and sisters, at first let's see the preposition of place. Okay? Preposition of place means a preposition or a word used to link a noun or pronoun or phrase within the sentence that shows the exact place or particular location. As you know that preposition act to connect the people, object, time or location of the sentence. And preposition shows wherein the object is. The group of prepositions which shows the exact place of an object is called the preposition of place. The prepositions of place are at, on, in, over, under, above, below, between, and among. These are the words belongs to the preposition of place. These are the preposition of place. Okay, my dear students, let's see the uses of prepositions of place. I have made the pictures regarding the uses of preposition of place, and now let's see the picture, and this picture tells you how to use the preposition at right or appropriate place. All of you, look on the board very carefully. These are the preposition of place, and these are the pictures of the prepositions. Now, at first, let's see the preposition at. All of you, look at the picture. What did you see in the picture here? Okay, there is a small box, and there is a black dark dot inside in corner side of the box. In the corner side of the box, there is a dark black dot. And this picture shows you that we generally use the preposition at to indicate a place. What I said? We use the preposition at to indicate a place. It means we use preposition at to show the exact place or particular location. Okay, I am going to write some example on the board regarding the use of preposition at. All of you, look on the board. I met her at the bus park. I met her at the bus park. At. This is preposition, and that is at. Okay? I met her at the bus park. Dear students, where I did meet her? Where did I meet her? I met her at the bus park. The bus park is the exact place or location. And that's why we use or we wrote a preposition at here. Okay, similarly, let's say another example. There is a good number of people. There is a good number of people at The fun park. There is a good number of people at the fun park. Another example. The car stopped at the traffic light. The car stopped at the traffic light. Fun park, traffic light. Here, the fun park is the name of place or location, and likewisely, traffic light is the exact location. That's why before the name of place or an exact location, we use preposition at, right? Are you clear? Well, now similarly, let's see the preposition on. Dear sisters and brothers, there are two horizontal vertical lines, okay, and it looks like a triangle. On the surface of the two vertical lines, there is a dark black dot. Did you see? Well, and this pictures makes you clear that we should use preposition on when something is put on the surface of something else. That means we use preposition on to show that something is higher than the something else and put on the surface of something else. Okay? And now look at the board. I am going to write some examples using the preposition on, and these examples will help you to understand easily. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. The fan is on the box. The book is on the table. Where is the book? The book is on the table. On the table. On. The fan is on the box. Where is the fan? The fan is on the box. That means the book is kept on the surface of the table. Yes? The book touches the surface level of the table. Alright? Similarly, the fan is on the box. Where is the fan? The fan is on the surface of the box. Have you got it? Okay. Similarly, let's see the preposition in. Dear students, look at the picture. Here is the picture. Here is a box, and inside the box there is a round circle. There is a round circle, and inside the round circle there is a dark black dot. What does this picture mean? What does this picture show? Okay. This picture makes you clear that the preposition in is used in the meaning of insight or insightness. Okay? Let's see the example. He lives in Kathmandu. He lives in Kathmandu. I watch TV in the living room. Okay? We used preposition in before the word Kathmandu, and here the living room. Okay? Kathmandu is the capital city of Nepal, and it is the name of place. That's why we used preposition in. According to the preposition of place, we used preposition in before the word Kathmandu. Yes? Okay, likewise, in the second example, we use preposition in before the living room. Yes? In before the living room. Okay, similarly, we use the preposition in before decades, in 20s, in the next decade, or before century, in 20th century, in 18th century, in next century, before years, in 2005, 2011, 2015, etc. Before the name of months, in January, in April, in December, etc. Likewise, before or the week, in the last week, in the second week, etc. And before the parts or unit of the day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but not according to the preposition of place. Alright? Okay? Similarly, let's see the another preposition over and under. Look at the picture again. There is a box, and there is a small box too inside the box. There is a black dot above the box, and there is also the black dot below the small box. And dear students, the dark dot above the box shows how to use preposition over in the right place. And similarly, the dark dot below the box makes clear that we should use preposition under if the something is kept below the something else. Got it? Okay. Now let's see the example of the preposition over. The ceiling fan is over our head. The ceiling fan is over our head. she held the umbrella over both of us. The ceiling fan is over our head. Similarly, another example, she held the umbrella over both of us. Here is the preposition over. And these two examples show that preposition over is used to show something is above then something else. Okay? Similarly, let's see the example of the preposition under. I see a cat under the table. I see a cat under the table. Another example, the ball is under the bench. Dear students, where is a cat? The cat is under the table. Where is the ball? The ball is under the bench. And these two examples show that preposition under is used to show something is below or covered by something else. But not directly over it. On the other hand, I already told you that preposition over is used to show if something is vertically offside or higher than something else. At that time, we use preposition over, and on the other hand, we use preposition under to show something is vertically below but not directly over it. Now, have you understood? Okay? Dear students, likewise, let's see the another preposition, that is between. All of you, look at the picture again. There you can see there are two cells or two brackets. They are put in opposite position. And we can see there is a dark black dot between two brackets. And this picture tells you that preposition between is used into the space that separate two or more objects. That means preposition between is used to separate two or more objects, and in the middle of the two or something more than two. Now let me write some example on the board. Example like Ram is sitting between Lakshman and Raj. between. Similarly, another example, Nepal lies between China and India. Between. Ram is sitting between Lakshman and Raj. Here, the word between separated the Lakshman and Raj. Similarly, Nepal lies between China and India. Here is the preposition between, and this preposition separated the country China and India. That's why in this case we use preposition between. Well, similarly, let's see the another preposition, that is among. Dear brothers and sisters, you can see there is a box and there are short horizontal lines, and among the lines you can see there is a dark dot, and this dark dot or pictures show you that preposition among is used to show or in the meaning of the middle of three or more than three. For example, Rita is among lady demons. Rita is among lady demons. Distribute the answer. Sets among the students. Among the students. Here is preposition among, and here is among. Rita is among lady demons. There are so many ladies. There are a huge number of ladies. And similarly, in another example, there are so many students. There are not only one or two or three. There are more students. There are huge number of students. There are so many students. That's why we used preposition among here. And dear students, today we learned the general concept of the preposition and the use of preposition of place and the preposition of motion. And read this lesson at home yourself very carefully. And this much for today. Thank you for watching Roshi online virtual class. Have a good day. Namaste.